Good morning. This is Dan Cronin with Fat Ball Guy Racing. And who's your single Thursday night? Well, I like the singles Thursday night better than Wednesday night. I just think they're more likely winners. We're not taking as many chances, I don't think. Um, but when you look at the early pick five at Turfway, the first, second, and third races Thursday night are really, really tough. So I'm just going to play those to spread and take as many as I can fit in my budget. And then when I get to the fourth race, to me, this is the obvious single. And I don't think you need that many in the fifth either. Um, but when I'm staring, I mean, this Eddie Keneally in the 11 hole, perfect outside post, blinkers off. They should never put on him in the first place. Um, Turning back, good tactical speed, 70 numbers in the past. I mean, this horse is a absolute clear standout. Now, I know he's not the best trainer in the world, but he is capable. He does win. I know he's got a terrible record on synthetic, but he doesn't drop allowance horses into 75 non-winners of two either. So, I mean, to me, Lemon Balm, the 11, is the clear and obvious single. If he gets beat or she gets beat, then she just gets beat. I mean, the other races are hard enough that I don't think I need to get aggressive in the singles because the first, second, third races, I mean, you could get $60 winners in those races. Now, in the late pick five, I think we got two possible singles. In the fifth race, I'm not singling the Brad Cox. I mean, I'm not saying he can't win, but I'm not singling a maiden claimer. Not with the 10 in there and the 12 in there. The 11's got a chance in there on the drop. There's just too many outside horses dropping in class than to take a first time starter of Brad Cox's in a maiden claiming race. Just not my style. So I will take a few of them in there, but I will lean to the outside ones. In the sixth race, I will do the same thing. Another 6 furlong race, I will be leaning to the outside horses. Now, the seventh race, possible single here. I chose not to single this horse, but Presider, Dela Cruz, Caramori, just got beat a half a length to Life at Sea, who's a really nice horse. So, I mean, you this horse is going to be 8-5. I mean, I'm not really hiding anything by telling you that. Uh, but I thought the 5 and the 6 here both had chances. And the more I looked, the more I said, you know what? The 5 may outbreak the 3. And if he does, will the 3 be able to get by him in the lane? Maybe. But that's not a sure thing. And then you got the 6 who was in the same race that might be able to sit slightly behind them and maybe run by and wear down the favorite at 5-1 with Peterson. So I'm just a little bit leery. I'm going to take all 3 horses out of that race. I'm going to take 3, 5, 6. But anybody that singles a 3, I wouldn't fault you. I mean, you got to pick one somewhere. And I ultimately went to the horse in the eighth race because it's a 6.5 furlong race. It's non-winners of 3 life. And Lily Pooh didn't get the kind of ride I wanted last time as the 7-5 favorite. Rivaldi's a nice horse. It was a good solid level. Was dropping in class. Just kind of got way further back than I was expecting. But that race was a nice race. I think that race was better than this race. When you look at the average speed figures, I just think this is a lesser field. You drew the 8 hole. You got Concepcion. Now he knows the horse a little bit better. I just think she's going to sit maybe fifth, a couple lengths off of it, stay to the outside, make her run, and she's going to be really tough. And when I kept going back and trying to, I mean, who do you take to beat her? Sassy and Bold hasn't run in a year. I know Cowens is really good with these types, but she's got to get way faster to compete. You know, maybe she can. She's got a good solid outside post. She's got tactical speed. And the same with the 11, tactical speed on the outside. 11 and 12 would be kind of my backups if I took more. But the more I looked at this race, the more I said, Lily Pooh's going to win. 3-1 would be great. I don't think you'll get it. But and then you get into the last race. and I think you got to use several of them again. So we're going to use a few of them in the fifth, spread like mad in the sixth, only use 3, 5, 6 in the seventh, singling in the eighth, spreading like mad in the ninth, trying to avoid the one hole on these 6, 6.5 races again, especially when they're making them 2, 3 to 1. Those are the kind of horses I'm trying to beat. And, that last race of the pick five, you're looking at a 2 to 1 shot on the fence. So if we could just beat that horse, we could this late pick five could pay nice. So that's Thursday. Don't fall off.